Trump's White House shakeup, Security Council officials dismissed following high-profile meeting. In a significant restructuring of the White House National Security Council, NSC, President Donald Trump has removed several officials following a meeting with far-right activist Laura Loomer. According to sources cited by the Associated Press, this move was prompted by concerns over the loyalty of certain NSC staff members to Trump's Make America Great Again, MAGA agenda. Background and context: Loomer, a known political activist, reportedly met with President Trump in the Oval Office, where she advocated for the dismissal of officials she deemed insufficiently committed to his policies. Vice President JD Vance, Chief of Staff Susie Wiles, National Security Adviser Mike Waltz, and Presidential Personnel Office Director Serio were present at the meeting. Following the discussion, the Presidential Personnel Office executed a series of terminations affecting at least 3 senior NSC officials and several lower-level aides. While NSC spokesperson Brian Hughes declined to comment on these developments, stating that personnel matters are not discussed publicly, the move has raised questions about internal White House dynamics. Security concerns and signal controversy. The shakeup occurs amid scrutiny of National Security Adviser Mike Waltz's handling of sensitive military communications. Recent reports indicate that Waltz used the encrypted messaging app Signal to coordinate an operation against Houthi militants in Yemen on March 15. The situation escalated when Jeffrey Goldberg, editor-in-chief of The Atlantic, was inadvertently added to the Signal chat, exposing details about strike timings and aircraft deployment. Although Waltz took responsibility for organizing the chat, he stated that he was unaware of how Goldberg gained access. Loomer's influence and MAGA realignment. Laura Loomer, who has previously promoted controversial political narratives, has been vocal in her criticism of certain national security officials. She has alleged that some members of the administration are aligned with neoconservative interests and are not sufficiently loyal to Trump's vision. Before her meeting with the president, she reportedly expressed frustration about being excluded from the NSC vetting process under Waltz's oversight. Earlier in Trump's new term, Waltz had already dismissed approximately 160 non-political detailees, aiming to ensure the NSC was staffed with personnel fully committed to the America First doctrine. However, these dismissals have reportedly resulted in a loss of expertise in areas such as counterterrorism and climate policy, at a time when the U.S. faces escalating international crises, including the wars in Ukraine and the Middle East. Other high-profile terminations. The NSC firings are not the only dismissals linked to Loomer's advocacy. Last week, Assistant U.S. Attorney Adam Schleifer was abruptly terminated following social media criticism from Loomer. Reports indicate that his firing was communicated via a brief email from the Presidential Personnel Office, underscoring the administration's rapid response to perceived disloyalty. Public reactions. Loomer celebrated her meeting with Trump, stating on social media, "It was an honor to meet with President Trump and present him with my research findings. I will continue working hard to support his agenda and reiterate the importance of strong vetting to protect the president and our national security." President Trump has previously acknowledged Loomer's role, remarking in September 2024, "Laura has been a supporter of mine, just like a lot of people are supporters. She speaks very positively of the campaign. Laura has to say what she wants. She's a free spirit." Conclusion. The recent dismissals within the NSC reflect a broader effort to consolidate Trump's inner circle with individuals perceived as fully aligned with his administration's objectives. While supporters view this as a necessary step to reinforce MAGA principles, critics argue that the White House is prioritizing political loyalty over professional expertise, particularly in national security affairs. As global tensions rise, the implications of these personnel changes remain to be seen.